All right, so picture this. You're on vacation, right? Just settling into your hotel room, getting ready to relax, and then it hits you. A nagging feeling. Did I or did I not lock the door?
Oh, I know that feeling. The worst.
The absolute worst. But what if I told you it might not be your forgetfulness that's the problem?
Yeah.
What if the vulnerability is actually in the key itself?
Okay, now you've got my attention.
Today, we're diving into something that's got everyone talking, well, at least everyone in the cybersecurity world. It's this thing called a Flipper Zero that can, get this, copy hotel room keys.
Yeah, the Flipper Zero. It's been making the rounds. I've seen all the, let's just say, interesting ways it can be used.
Right. It's one of those things that makes you kind of wonder about those smart upgrades we keep getting. Anyway, for those not to know, what is this Flipper Zero? Like, is it some supercomputer disguised as a keychain?
Well, it's definitely not a supercomputer. It's basically, how do I put this simply? Imagine a Swiss Army knife, but for digital signals, kinda. It's small, portable, and it can interact with all sorts of wireless technologies. And yeah, one of those is RFID, the tech behind most hotel key cards.
Okay, RFID. That's radio frequency identification, right? Oh, for those of us who maybe skipped that day in tech class.
Exactly. So your credit card with the tap to pay, RFID. Those anti-theft tags they stick on clothes in the store, also RFID.
So this little Flipper Zero thingamajig can just, steal my credit card info while I'm walking down the street?
Well, it's not quite that simple. For credit cards, there are extra layers of security, but with hotel keys, it's often a different story. A lot of hotels still use these older systems where the key card sends the same code every time. So the Flipper Zero just has to be within range, listen in once, and boom, it's got what it needs to make a copy.
So basically digital eavesdropping for your hotel room door. Sneaky.
Yeah.
And you said a lot of hotels use these older systems. Why is that? Like, shouldn't they be updating to, more secure stuff by now?
You'd think, right. But the thing is, those newer, more secure systems, they cost money. More money than some hotels are willing to spend, at least until something forces their hand, unfortunately.
So it's a bit of a gamble for us travelers then. Speaking of which, besides the obvious, like, don't leave your valuables out in plain sight, is there anything we can do to protect ourselves from these high-tech hotel bandits?
Honestly, the best thing you can do is be aware. When you book a hotel, see if they mention anything about their keycard system. Some actually advertise their enhanced security measures.
Oh, good to know. But let's be real, most of us are just scrolling for the cheapest option. So say we're stuck with a hotel that's still in the digital dark ages. Any low-tech solutions we can employ?
This is going to sound crazy, but remember those old school door wedges. Still surprisingly effective. And of course, just being vigilant, like reporting any suspicious activity, it all helps.
Door wedges, it is. It's like we're going back to the Stone Age of hotel security, but hey, it works.
Well, the thing is, this whole Flipper Zero situation is a good reminder. It's not just about hotels, right? As tech gets smarter, so do the people trying to find ways to, use it for less than noble purposes.
That's a great point. Like, how many other smart devices do we have in our homes relying on systems that may not be as secure as we think?
It's almost scarier thinking about it.
It definitely gives you pause, doesn't it? It makes you wonder what other everyday technologies that we use, that we trust with our information, maybe even our safety, could be vulnerable in ways we haven't even thought of yet.
Food for thought, everyone. Food for thought.